Hey, welcome to Panther News. I'm Keelan.
I'm Tori, and this week we have lots to cover, including after-school clubs, fall sport highlights, upcoming sports, and a Halloween costume contest.
I can't wait to see that. But first, the Panther Screaming News team are following up on a report they did earlier in the year about split lunches.
Hi, I'm your host, Alex Wilgas. Today we're going to be talking about split lunches. I have Jackson Moore and Billy Powell. Jackson Moore, how do you feel about split lunches?
Well, I agree with split lunches, actually.
You agree with split lunches?
Yeah.
You agree with, why would you agree with split lunches?
Because I like
It
needs more seats. It needs more seats, Bill.
Relax.
Yeah.
Need more
We're
going outside.
You know, we're going to
We're
settle
going.
this outside.
We're going.
Right now. Right now. I'm going to beat the crap out of you, Billy.
Come on. Let's do it. Come on.
Let's go.
Come on, you don't want to.
I do want some, actually. I want to split lunches, actually.
Come on.
I want to split lunches.
Come on, you're ready. You're ready.
Have you ever considered joining after-school clubs here at Selkirk High School?
Research has proven that after-school clubs have been proven beneficial.
So we asked teachers what clubs they would like to offer.
And we asked students what clubs they would like to join.
If we had after-school clubs, what club would we like?
Reading club, art club, an archery club.
If you could host an after-school club, what would it be?
Probably an art club. Even better, maybe even a science fiction, comic, fantasy type club where we draw a comic style or fantasy type stuff like Star Wars and Marvel and stuff like that. That's a love of that I really enjoy doing, and I think the kids have fun with it.
I think there's a real need to have a fitness club, a club where kids can meet after school and just walk and be together, train if they want to, run, jog, lose some weight, be outside doing some things that can burn some calories. They can feel better about themselves, and also maybe talk about the importance of attitude and things like that in their life.
But I want them to know that on Thursdays at 2:30, I try to have a robotics meeting, and we can either compete once a week with a bunch of other clubs in Chattanooga, or we can compete on occasion and spend a Saturday and do a bunch of competitions on a Saturday.
According to the administration, after-school clubs used to be available here at Selkirk High School. However, the attendance was low.
We conducted a survey for Selkirk students, and here are the results. Thank you for listening to our segment over after-school clubs.
And tell us what clubs you would like to take part in.
We have a serious report. Some Selkirk students are struggling to keep up their grades, so we sent out our crew to find out what these students can do to keep their grades up.
Reports this year, Selkirk students have been struggling to get back into a normal school year. Test scores indicate that we're doing worse this year than we have any other year, just in the second quarter. But Selkirk students aren't alone. Over half the students in Tennessee failed their TCAPs. We interviewed some teachers on why they think students are struggling this bad. Some thought it was reaction to the pandemic. Others thought it was a feeling of apathy. But at Selkirk, we expect more out of our students.
So mistakenly, why do you believe that high school Selkirk students are failing most of their classes?
Well, it probably goes back to the beginning of the pandemic, where students didn't have to come to school that last quarter, and I think they might have been lulled into the idea that it didn't matter if they did their work or not, and then we kind of got off schedule. Our rhythm got out of learning and testing and learning and testing, and so I think it's just been a bad pattern that we've gotten into.
Well, a lot of times it's just a matter of just not turning in work and not being thorough in what they do turn in. So, you know, students, make sure you get things in on time. One of these days when you get your big boy, big girl jobs, you're going to be required to have deadlines to meet. So we're not asking you to do anything different with your schoolwork than you will be in real life. So hit those deadlines. Make sure you get all your schoolwork in.
So failure, I believe, comes from a mindset. It's not the lack of ability, because every student has the ability to learn and learn well if they allow themselves to be. So what we face now, especially in this generation, I feel like a whole lot, is at least in my many years of teaching, I have noticed a decline in attitudes in terms of how they look at education. And so there is I would say, overall attitude of apathy, which basically is like, it doesn't matter, I don't care.
What are some ways students can get off the failure report if they are struggling?
Well, we got the GROW program here, so if you're struggling in a particular subject or something, then maybe jump in that GROW program.
So I would say own it, put some effort into it, make the changes that are necessary. A lot of times kids are afraid to ask questions, and I'm like, the only bad question in my class is the one you don't ask. So I don't know what you don't know, and neither do the other teachers. If we think that you know the information, we're moving on. But if I don't know what I don't know, then how can I help you?
All right, thank you, teachers, for those great interviews. Now we're getting on to these new segments. Wait, Luke. Wait, what's happening? Oh.
Next segment, we're wrapping up fall sports and reviewing how their seasons went.
Okay, so today we're here with
Lucas.
All right, Lucas. So how's football going so far?
At the start of the season, we were struggling a lot, but now later on in the season, we're starting to click and do really good.
All right, what do you think we can improve?
For next year, we're going to need to improve our quarterback because our quarterback's leaving this year, and that's about it.
Hey guys, I'm here with QB1.
Camden Penny.
And he's had a great season so far, but I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about your football team. So far, how's the season went?
Very good. Started off slow, but now we're doing good.
That's really nice to hear. And I know this game on Friday is kind of like an emotional one for you. It's the last regular season home game. How does that feel?
Feels awesome, but bad at the same time.
Yeah, I understand. Hey everybody, I'm here with Izzy. Izzy, now you play on the volleyball team, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how'd y'all seasons go?
It started off kind of slow, and then overall we picked everything together and started working as a team, and we ended up getting 5th in state.
That's what it's all about.
All right, we're here with Sergeant Major, and Sergeant Major, how do you think the first year of bowling's going?
Bowling is fun.
Okay, how do you think we could improve our bowling for the years to come?
Have more fun.
Hey guys, I'm here with
Hunter.
And Hunter. He is a member of Sale Creek's first ever bowling team. How's that going so far?
I think we're doing pretty good so far.
That's really nice to hear. Now, Hunter, you yourself, are you pretty good at bowling? Do you contribute to your team?
I believe so. I believe I'm a 7 out of 10.
Oh, that's very kind of you. And I just have one important question because it's what we all want to know. Who's better, the boys or the girls? Hey guys, I'm here with
May.
And May is part of our girls bowling team. May, I have already interviewed Hunter King, and when I asked him about who's better, he didn't have a comment. So I gotta ask you, boys or girls?
Girls, definitely. We've won all games except for one, and I don't think they've won a game yet. So
y'all heard that. So are you excited for the season to go on?
I think so because we're getting more consistent. We're not really high scoring, but the more consistent we are, the other team gets freaked out. So
you heard it. Well, that's all for our fall sports. Thanks to everybody that was involved.
I'm here with junior receiver Nick Hall, who had 900 all-purpose yards and 16 touchdowns. What are your expectations for next year's season?
Just to build off what we had this year and to go farther in the playoffs than we do whatever we finish this year.
I'm here with senior receiver Kel Mooneyham, who had 500 receiving yards. What are your overall thoughts about this season?
I think the season was great. We played real well, and yeah, it was great.
I'm here with senior quarterback Camden Penny, who had 1,900 passing yards and 19 touchdowns. What made this possible?
all the practice in the off season, grinding with my boys, Coach Cox, Coach Shipley, and the experience I've had at quarterback the last 2 years.
I'm here with senior running back Drew Hillian, who broke the record for over 1,000 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns. How did you accomplish this, and how does it feel?
First off, I'd like to thank my linemen for blocking me. Couldn't do it without them, but it feels pretty good to be the first 1,000-yard rusher in South Creek history. 14 touchdowns, really helped the team. Our offense really exploded this year, and it just feels good.
Dale Creek held a Halloween costume contest for both middle and high school students on October 29, 2021. The costumes were very creative and well thought out for all members of the contest. We would like to thank everyone that participated in this event. You all did amazing.
That's it. Thanks for watching this week.
We'll see you soon with a Thanksgiving short.